lot of times, we want to use the first link we find when Googling something as a source. But how do we know if these sources are credible? How can we evaluate whether it's a good or bad source? Let's start a credibility evaluation. First, let's check out the URL. .org, .gov, and .edu are amongst the most credible. Even so, make sure to take a look at who is sponsoring the website to check for any bias. Generally, you want to question .com, not rule it out, but you can rule out and avoid .net and .info sites. Avoid social media posts and blogs unless your paper or essay has a specific need for them. For example, if your topic is on personal branding or corporate image, you might need to use them as evidence. YouTube videos and podcasts are great sources as long as they are made by credible experts. The same goes with interview and in-person conversation as well as documentaries. Just make sure you're checking who is producing the content. If you see a source that has been peer-reviewed, it's a source that has been evaluated by other experts before being published. Generally, these are published from academic publishing houses and are definitely credible to use. What are some other ways to identify if your source is credible? Ask yourself, is there a known author? How are they connected to this material? If not, is this material published by a known and established institution, like a museum, university, or cultural center? Does this source cite its own sources? If so, take a brief look at them and see if their sources are also credible. Is the source material dated? Generally, you don't want to use anything that's 15 to 20 years old. Another common test is the CRAAP test: currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. Currency is the timeliness of the information. Relevance is the importance of the information for your needs. Authority: who is the author or publisher? Why are they qualified? Accuracy is the reliability, truthfulness, and correctness of the content. Where did it come from? Is their information supported by credible sources and evidence? Purpose: is the information fact, opinion, or propaganda? Do the author's sponsors make their intentions clear? I've linked a CRAAP test sheet so that you can evaluate your sources in the description. Some examples of good sources include Google Books or Google Scholar, newspaper websites. The chart on the screen is a bias chart for media. The higher up and more centered they are, the more reliable they are. JSTOR Open Content or JSTOR.org. YouTube and podcasts with credible creators. Museum and cultural institution sites. You can even use your local library. Once you have found a source, ask yourself, what information do you gain from it? Does this source help or go against your argument? How does this fit into your overall paper? And that concludes today's video. Don't miss out on more tips and tricks for writing your high school paper by checking out my playlist.